Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Capricorn, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Capricorn, let's get started. Oh, also keep in mind that the roles can be reversed, but with all that being said, Capricorn, let's get started. How does Capricorn currently view this relationship? All right, Capricorn. So we do have the Seven of Wands, we do have the Seven of Cups, and then we also have the Hermit out here. Okay, Capricorn, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, with the Seven of Cups to the Seven of Wands coming out here, I am definitely getting, Capricorn, that there's a lot of people that are trying to like pursue you and get to know you, date you, things of that nature. But with the Seven of Wands coming out here, it kind of looks like you're not really giving anybody a chance right now. It kind of looks like you may not be interested in dating anyone as of right now. It just kind of looks like you want to kind of like take this time, you know what I mean? To just focus on you instead of focusing on building with another person. I'm not getting that you're like jaded or anything like that, or like against, right? The idea of like settling down one day and stuff like that. You just may feel like the timing is not, right for all of that. I am definitely getting that for some of you out there, but I am definitely getting that there may be somebody in your life that's trying to like hook you up with someone in particular. If so, it just kind of looks like you're very much so like against dating right now. But I am definitely getting, for some of you, you could very well be experiencing like, a friend trying to hook you up with someone that they know, or even a family member may try to like hook you up with someone that they're friends with. I'm just getting that either you have a lot of suitors or you have at least like a few people in your life that are trying to like play matchmaker. It's kind of what I'm getting, but it just kind of looks like dating right now is just like the furthest thing, you know what I mean, from your mind. But how does this person currently view this relationship? So we do have the Four of Cups, we do have the Tower, and then we also have the Ten of Wands. Ooh, the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. We also have the Seven of Pentacles to the Page of Cups, and then we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I am definitely getting that there's somebody here that you experience a tower moment with. I'm not entirely sure when this tower moment occurred here between the two of you. It could have happened a few days ago, a few weeks ago, a few months ago, but I am definitely getting that there was either a marriage or relationship that you were a part of that fell apart. I am definitely getting that your relationship with this person could have been extremely toxic and unhealthy. I'm also getting that as well because we do have the Tower, and the Tower is linked to the Devil. Anyways, according to this person that you experience this tower moment with, and you may not agree, but just keep in mind we are going based off of, them and how they perceive the situation with you and how they feel, okay? So you may not agree with certain things that I say, but we are just going based off of them and how they view the situation, okay? When it comes down to you, Capricorn, this person feels like they really did try, to make their marriage with you work or their relationship with you work. They also feel like their good just simply wasn't good enough. I'm also getting that as well coming from this person in particular. Now with the Four of Cups coming out here, I am definitely getting an energy of disappointment. They are very disappointed that things didn't necessarily work out between the two of you in the end. They're also very disappointed that things fell apart, okay? In the end, unfortunately, okay? Now here's the thing. I'm not saying that they are extending themselves to you. This to me kind of feels more like something that they want to do. So just keep that in mind as well. But I am definitely getting an energy of them wanting to extend themselves to you. I am getting an energy of them wanting to pick up where they left off with you. But I'm also getting an energy of them wanting, the two of you to go about this entire situation with one another differently this time around, because it's something that they do want, like they don't want things to go back to the way it used to be. I am definitely getting that as well coming from this person. So again, they just want to extend themselves to you. They just want to pick up where they left off with you. They just want that if a reconciliation were to ever occur between the two of you, that the two of you would go about it differently, because they feel like if the two of you were to go about it differently, you guys will have like, a better chance, right, at having a healthy relationship and a stable one at that. We'll see if they actually do decide, though, to extend themselves to you in the end. But let's jump back over to you, my friend. How does Capricorn feel? I don't know, dude. I feel like you have somebody in your life that's like trying to like hook you up with someone, because I keep getting that. It could be like a friend that's trying to hook you up with someone, or even like a family member that's trying to hook you up with someone. I am definitely getting that there is somebody, though, that's very interested in you, but this someone could be somebody that you share, mutual friends with. This person could even be somebody that is friends with like a family member of yours. They could be a water sign strongly, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. I do want to look at this King of Cups, though, a little bit more, but with the Page of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles, it just kind of looks like you just want to be a Capricorn for a little while. You just want to focus on you and make your money and just, mind your business. Nothing more, nothing less. That's kind of what you guys typically do, which is something that I really do love about you guys. But I do want to look at the Page of Wands. And then I want to look at the King of Cups really quickly. Tell me more about the Page of Wands. Not to be rude or anything like that, but when it comes on to this person from your past, again, I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that, but I don't feel like this person's at the forefront of your mind. Like, I don't feel like you think about this person as much as they think about you. I am getting that. Not to be rude, but I did get that, but definitely did get that for you. Okay, so we have the Page of, we have the Page of Wands, and clarifying the Page of Wands is the Five of Wands, and then we also have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. The bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse, so the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the Devil, which is linked to the Tower. I feel like what kind of has you in the mood of not really wanting to date anybody right now has a lot to do with your relationship. Not your relationship with this person, but your history, with this person and what you experienced with this person to the right of me. It just kind of looks like you were actually involved in a very toxic and unhealthy relationship. And with the Three of Swords coming out here in the reverse, I like that the Three of Swords coming out here in the reverse, because that's kind of telling me that currently at the moment, there's a lot of healing taking place on your behalf. You are definitely overcoming a lot of the traumas, right, that this person has essentially brought into your life, which is really, really nice to see. But I am getting that there's, certain things that you're still trying to kind of work on and as well as heal from. I am definitely getting a little bit of anger and resentment there. A lot of you might feel like this person, wasted your time. A lot of you may feel like this person, wasn't serious about you and the relationship with you, but nonetheless, there's still, some healing that needs to, take place, things of that nature. But I do like the fact that you've definitely healed from a lot of stuff that this person has essentially put you through, and you're still kind of working on it. So not only do you want to focus on your healing journey, but you also just kind of, want to focus on your independence, your stability, the Pentacles. All right, let's look at this King of Cups, shall we? Tell me more about the King of Cups. Alrighty. So you have the here we go. We have the Three of Swords. We also have the King of Swords, but that came out in the reverse. We also have the Nine of Wands, and then we also have the Eight of Swords. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Cups, but that came out in the reverse. You and this person are actually in the exact same boat, believe it or not. I feel like this King of Cups, and I feel like this King of Cups knows you. Like, I feel like y'all know each other. You guys could have met one another at work. You guys could have met one another at an event or at some type of like social gathering, but I am getting that you do know them and they do know you. Now, you guys may not know each other on a personal level or anything like that, but I am definitely getting that you probably met this person at some type of like event or social gathering or something like that. It just kind of looks like you guys are basically in the same boat. It kind of looks like this person may have recently got out of a marriage or possibly a relationship, and there's still healing that's taking place on this person's behalf as well. When it comes down to like wanting to like, you know, date and pursue someone new is concerned, it kind of looks like that's not something that this person wants to essentially do either. Don't get me wrong, they're just like you, right? You know, you are somebody who eventually wants love in your life. You are somebody who eventually wants to go off and, you know, settle down and build with someone. You just don't feel like the timing is right for all of that. And they feel the exact same way, that the timing is just not right for all of that. But they're showing up as a King of Cups and you're showing up as a Queen of Cups in the reverse. So you guys are definitely soulmates for sure. Yeah, you guys are definitely soulmates, which is unfortunate, right? Because I feel like you and this person could have exactly what you guys didn't necessarily have, right? In your previous like marriages and or relationships, like you guys could actually have a very healthy and stable relationship with one another. Because it looks like you guys both had a very toxic and unhealthy relationship with the people that you guys were dealing with prior to obviously meeting one another. But it just kind of looks like the timing, you know what I mean? Just doesn't seem to be right for you, and it doesn't seem to be right for them. Don't get me wrong. I think that the two of you, when you do meet this person, if you haven't met this person just yet, I think that you're going to take a liking to them, and I think they're going to take a liking to you. But when it comes down to like acting upon how the both of you feel, like you're going to find this person to be very physically attractive. They're going to find you to be very physically attractive. You know, communication between you and this person is definitely going to be, you know, on point. You guys definitely do have a lot of things in common with one another. But when it comes down to like actually pursuing each other, that's kind of where I see the both of you kind of like drawing the line. And it has everything to do with the fact that you went through what you went through with this one over here, and it kind of has you not really in the mood to like date anyone or get to know anyone right now. Same applies for this person. So it's interesting. It's like, God, I wonder how this is going to play out though between you and this person, because you guys are definitely soulmates, and the King and the Queen of Cups are attached to the Ten of Cups, which speaks of a loving and healthy relationship between two people. So there's a possibility that you and this person could end up together eventually. Yeah, eventually. It's interesting. It's kind of like the epitome of meeting the one. Yeah. And not even realizing it. Yeah, it kind of has that feel to it. Okay. How does... Okay, come on. All right, how does this person feel? All right, let's jump back to the past, shall we? We have the King of Wands. We also have the Strength card. The person that's in the Strength card is the Empress. And then we also have the Six of Pentacles. The desire to extend themselves to you is starting to like really amplify and increase is what I'm gathering. But with that Strength card energy coming out here, it's like they're forcing themselves to not extend themselves to you. Let's be nosy and see why that is. Tell me more about the Strength card. Tell me more about the Strength card. Okay. Tell me more about the Strength card. Tell me more about the Strength card. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, a few things. One of the reasons why this person's holding back from extending themselves to you has a lot to do with the fact that they are under the impression that you are over them. Okay. This person's also, you know, under the impression that you are somebody that will never revisit this connection ever again. And the reason why is because this person feels like when you guys were together, you were extremely unhappy and miserable within your relationship with them. Like they just kind of perceive you as somebody who is like really going through it in some way, shape, and or form. It's like they look at you, God, how do I explain this? It's like they know that this relationship was affecting you in a very negative way in some way, shape, and or form. So now that you're no longer a part of this entire situation, they highly doubt that you'll go back, you know, out of fear that you're going to find yourself going through X, Y, and Z all over again. With the Page of Wands coming out here in the reverse, this person feels like if they were to extend themselves to you, they may not even get a response from you, and you may not even be happy to hear from them, because the Page of Wands in the reverse could represent somebody who's receiving communication from somebody that they don't want to receive communication from. Now, this is just them assuming that this is kind of what could be happening on your behalf. It's not to say that, you know, they know this to be true for sure without a shadow of a doubt. It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest. Maybe you don't want to hear from this person. That's a possibility. I just don't know if that is the case, because we didn't really look too much, I would say, into like your feelings towards this person, how you perceive the situation. Like, we don't know if you would be angry and upset to hear from this person. Maybe you would be. All we do know is that you were healing, you know, from your experience from this person. You made a lot of progress, which is really, really nice to see. There's still some things you got to heal from, but other than that, I feel pretty confident, right, that you'll be able to heal from your experience with this person, you know, completely. But as far as like how you would feel if they were to contact you, we didn't really pick up on that, okay? Okay, what actions will Capricorn take towards this person or moving forward? Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles, we got the Ace of Pentacles, and then we also have the Eight of Wands out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Swords. We also have the Sun to the World, and then we also have the Lovers, with the Six of Wands, and there goes the Queen of Cups. I want to look at this new relationship between you and this King of Cups, because there's just no way. There's no way that you don't know this person. There's just no way you don't know this person. There's no way that this person doesn't know you. Y'all know each other. I don't know, maybe, and keep in mind, we are working with time, right? And time is fluid, so this could either currently be happening or maybe happening at a later date, Capricorn. But you either met this person through like a mutual friend or some type of like social gathering, or you met this person at work. Either which way, okay? I'm also getting like admiring one another from afar. I'm getting a whole lot of that too. But anywho's, right? When it comes down to how you plan on moving forward, okay? It looks like revisiting this connection is something that you don't want to ever do ever again. So it kind of looks like this person doesn't have a chance in hell with you, okay? Is basically what I'm gathering. With the Ace of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands, you are moving forward, honey. It's like looking back is not even an option in your mind. So it kind of looks like moving forward, you're going to spend a lot of time focusing on your goals, the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, you know, things of that nature, okay? So I don't see you gravitating towards this person from your past whatsoever. I do want to look at this new relationship. I do. I feel like communication between you and this new person is really, really going to start to like improve. I am specifically getting that it's going to start to improve. So let's just say that you guys met each other at work or at some type of like social gathering, right? Or you met this person through like, you know, a family member or a friend of yours, right? But you guys don't have each other's, you know, phone numbers or social media accounts or whatever the case may be. Yeah, you know. Wait, is that how you, I was like, I don't know why I felt like I should have said that completely differently. Like maybe you guys, what I meant to say is that's what it was. What I meant to say is maybe you guys don't follow each other on social media. Maybe you don't have this person's social media. Or maybe this person doesn't have yours. That's what I meant to say, but I feel like the coffee has yet to kick in. Granted, I still have a lot more to go because I'm looking at the cup right now. I'm going to get to that in a second. But, if you guys don't follow each other on social media or don't have each other's phone numbers, I do see the two of you exchanging phone numbers, or you guys are going to start to follow each other on social media because you either met this person at work, homie, or you met this person at some type of social gathering. Either which way, though, I do feel like communication is going to improve because of that, because you guys are exchanging numbers, because you guys are following each other. You know what I mean? On social media. And I do feel like you and this person are going to develop a very close relationship with one another. I am definitely getting that, and things will eventually, you know, escalate from that point on. What actions? Let's go back to the past. Let's go back to the, The fact that you guys are showing up as the King and the Queen of Wands is kind of telling me that the two of you had a very, very on and off relationship with one another. It's like one minute you guys were together, the next minute the two of you weren't. This person basically feels like it's only a matter of time, right, before the two of you get back together. But as time goes by and they don't necessarily receive a phone call from you or a text message from you, it kind of has this person starting to essentially feel like, damn, like maybe they really are fucking done with me because they haven't called me, they haven't texted me, they haven't looked for me, like, you know what I mean? I do see this person taking it upon themselves to just be like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to call them. I'm just going to text them. And, you know, whatever happens, happens, right? You know, that's interesting because I feel like by the time this person extends themselves to you, you're going to already find yourself getting to know this person on a romantic level is basically what I'm gathering. Again, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups are basically attached to the Ten of Cups. So by the time this person hits you up and tries to like fix or repair things here with you, you're going to already find yourself dating slash getting to, I'll say that, dating slash getting to know this person. Like, I don't see you guys in a relationship when this person, you know, resurfaces back up here for you, but I see you guys working towards that. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Yeah. So I'm definitely getting that you will definitely receive communication from this individual out of the blue. Now, when it comes down to your response slash reaction towards all of this, going back is not an option. You're not freaking joking. Okay, you are not joking. You are not going back. You are not going back. Going back is not an option. You are not going back to the very thing that stressed you out, the very thing that brought unnecessary drama, conflict, chaos, dysfunction, confusion. And no, you ain't doing that. You're not doing that. Moving forward is the only option you are giving yourself. Okay, so it kind of looks like this person, they had their chance with you, and it kind of looks like, unfortunately for them, that they kind of blew it. Okay, so that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading.